Welcome one and all. Today we'll be visiting the Las Vegas animatronics of the past. This will form the first episode of my animatronics series. Las Vegas spent the 1990s trying to attract families by transforming itself into a kid-friendly entertainment paradise. In the early 1990s there was a boom of new competition in the form of legal gambling on riverboats and Indian reservations. This resulted in a steep decline for Sin City's gambling revenues. 1992 alone had a decline of almost $500 million. Vegas decided to up their game to differentiate themselves from their new competition. The city leaders wanted Vegas to be a spectacular experience with the aim of attracting whole families instead of single gamblers.
Look out for the pirates at Treasure Island.
The MGM Grand, for example, spent $100 million on creating a children's amusement park, the MGM Grand Adventures, so that children could play while their parents gambled. Resorts with a smaller budget opted for less ambitious initiatives. This resulted in an invasion of animatronics popping up all over the Las Vegas Strip. Merlin and the Dragon Show at Excalibur. Here is some nightmare fuel for anyone who suffers from submechanicaphobia. Rumoured to be abandoned in the Excalibur Hotel's moat is a giant animatronic dragon from the now defunct Merlin and Dragon Show. In 1993, the show premiered 3 years after the Excalibur opened its doors to the public. The Excalibur's castle moat became a battlefield for an animatronic Merlin the Magician and fire-breathing dragon. Every 30 minutes the two animatronics would battle. For the show, AVG designed and constructed one of the largest animatronic dragons in the world. The 70-foot-long, 3-story-tall, smoke-snorting, fire-breathing dragon began performing at the Excalibur Hotel in Las Vegas in late 1993. Before construction, the dragon was designed to look fierce and mighty. After the design was complete, prototypes built of clay and foam then became the final moulds for the beast. The dragon took 9 months to build, complete with hand-painted murky green scales, yellow glowing eyeballs, and a blood-red smile. The dragon became an intimidating monster, ready for Merlin the Magician to battle. The dragon was designed to be easy to maintain and allow movement. He was made from silicon, stainless steel, and fiberglass. The dragon's neck is made from rubber, which could be unzipped and removed for easy access.
Stay back. These dragons are dangerous. Oh, hell, beast. Oh!
The fight sequence between the two animatronics was programmed into a computer, which would then tell the animatronics how to move and battle. During the installation of the animatronic dragon, the dragon was named Murphy after Murphy's Law, because when they were installing the dragon into his dungeon home, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. They had to cut away part of the pillar so that the dragon could fit inside. The show was shut down in 2001 after poor reviews. It was awarded the dubious accolade of Worst Attraction in the Best of Las Vegas Awards. Merlin's house remains today on the right side of the castle moat. The Merlin animatronic is probably sat in MGM's storage, if he has in fact been removed from his house on the moat. Recently, the moat was drained, rendering some of the tracks and part of the original attraction visible, leading to speculation that the original show may return or be replaced by a new attraction. This photograph of the abandoned dragon was captured in June 2010. As you can see, at this point the dragon was still sat in the moat, 9 years after the show's closure. The Wizard of Oz attraction at the MGM Grand.
When you're the world's largest hotel and entertainment complex, the MGM Grand, you need plenty of wide-open spaces. So it's only fitting that a city of pyramids, palaces, and castles would be the new home of our 5,000-room kingdom, complete with a magical Emerald City, a 15,000-seat event center, even a 33-acre theme park. Las Vegas, where the lion will reign supreme. Try to take it.
The current MGM Grand Hotel and Casino opened on the 18th of December 1993. The former MGM Grand Hotel and Casino is now Bally's Las Vegas Casino and Hotel. At the time of opening, the MGM Grand had an extensive Wizard of Oz theme, including the green Emerald City colour of the building and the decorative use of Wizard of Oz memorabilia. After entering the casino's main entrance, one would find themselves in the Oz Casino facing Emerald City, having followed the yellow brick road. Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion were seen in front of the city. The Emerald City attraction featured an elaborate yellow brick road walkthrough, complete with the cornfield, apple orchard, and haunted forest. as well as audio animatronic figures of Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, and the Wicked Witch of the West.
Why would I want any of your old apples?
Are you getting my apples aren't what they ought to be? Or are you saying they have purpose? I'll show you how it feels to be insulted.
The walkthrough attraction would end at the door of the city, leading inside to a performance of The Wizard's Secrets. 1993 was a busy year for AVG. Not only did they build the fire-breathing dragon for the Dragon and Merlin animatronic show at the Excalibur, AVG also created the audio animatronic figures for the MGM Grand Hotel's theme park in Las Vegas and for the signature Wizard of Oz display at the main entrance to the hotel. In 1995, a Toto figure from one of the MGM's Wizard of Oz displays was stolen, which resulted in a media frenzy. MGM tried to make light of the incident, with then spokesman Bill Doak saying, "We're hoping it was an April Fool's joke." Once the story made the newswires, a local TV station received a facetious ransom note from what turned out to be a group of Canadian college students. They sent a photo of Toto to Channel 3, the first of a series of pictures showing Toto in different settings. The Canadian kidnappers eventually returned Toto to the Grand by way of the TV station. When the MGM Grand began its extensive refurbishment in 1996, the Oz Casino was the first to go. The Emerald City was completely demolished, and the Emerald City gift shop was moved to a new shopping section of the casino. The store remained open until early 2003. The Luxor Camels, Jody and Elias. What started as a practical joke, well, a rather expensive $100,000 joke, resulted in the creation of two animatronic camels, Jody and Elias. Apparently, they were named after friends of the Luxor's developer. Jody and Elias were an opening day feature of the 1993 opening of the Luxor Hotel and Casino. Their starting location was in the casino in a large lagoon before a 1994 move to the lobby. Creative Presentations produced these cheeky characters and since unfortunately have gone out of business. At the time though, Creative Presentations were an industry leader in animatronics design. Creative Presentations had been a fairly impressive animatronics company in the 1980s and early 90s, and had a hand in working with Chuck E. Cheese as well as theme parks and attractions around the United States. Michael Hooker was responsible for the sound design. The dialogue was recorded in the Cal Arts Film Video Studio.
Amazing!
You could read a newspaper 10 miles out in space by the beam's light.
Incredible!
Yes! It's got a power rating of over 40 million candle power!
Finally, in 2003, the camels were relocated to the walkway between the Luxor and Excalibur, and eventually, due to lack of maintenance, they wore out, to the point where they were taken down. Backlot River Tour, MGM Grand Adventures theme park.
The MGM theme park took several years to build and is the biggest family attraction in Las Vegas. There are 9 themed areas with a variety of action rides, shows, youth centers, and wandering park characters. This is a great way to spend the day for the whole family.
The MGM Grand had a theme park called MGM Grand Adventures, which opened on the 18th of December 1993. The attraction we are looking at today for its use of animatronics is the Backlot River Tour, which was a mix between Jungle Cruise at the Disney parks and Universal Studios' Hollywood Studio Tour, in which passengers embarked on a tour via a large boat that passed mock-ups of movie sets, with special effects such as gunfire, rain, and water cannons. The queue was the longest in the park and featured additional information on special effects. The Backlot River Tour was created by R&R Creative, who also worked on the Jaws ride for Universal Studios Florida, which opened in 1990. The Backlot River Tour was 6.5 minutes long. The first animatronics to greet guests were 2 animatronic swamp creatures, one for each side of the boat. One scene depicted a mythical cave creature that came alive before guests' eyes. During the jungle storm scene, fire and explosions erupted around the boat, and then suddenly a full-sized helicopter complete with animatronic soldier armed with a machine gun begins shooting at the boat. Finally, there was an animatronic engineer that greeted guests as they passed by. From its early days, the MGM Grand theme park struggled to attract guests. At first the park was open year-round, then seasonally. Admission prices were then lowered to attract more guests. After several years, however, the casino opted to reduce the park's size to a mere 19 acres, using the vacated land for an expanded pool and conference facilities. Cutting attractions only further lowered the park's popularity, and in September 2000, the park was closed permanently to the public and the rides started to be listed for sale. The space where the park stood is currently occupied by MGM Signature's 3 40-story condo towers and a top golf course. Animatronic dinosaurs at the Grand Slam Canyon. On the 26th of August 1992, Circus Enterprises announced that they were constructing a theme park. The theme park was to be an addition to its Circus Las Vegas resort. The Grand Slam Canyon, themed after the Grand Canyon, would be built west of the casino, on a deck located above a parking lot. Veldon Simpson was the architect, and Aerodynamics was hired to build and design several of the rides. Perini Corporation was hired to construct the dome itself. Construction was underway in September 1992. Circus hoped to have the Grand Slam Canyon opened before the upcoming MGM Grand Adventures theme park. The Grand Slam Canyon eventually opened on August 23, 1993. It had 4 attractions: the Canyon Blaster roller coaster, the Twist and Shout water raft, the Rim Runner, and the Hot Shots laser tag arena. The park also featured 8 large animatronic dinosaurs spread throughout the park, with visitors being able to read the informational placards in front of each one. Though visitors could not ride them, the dinosaurs often interacted with the visitors, with some spitting water on guests. The theme park name was changed to Adventure Dome in 1997. The theme park is climate controlled, which is one of the reasons that the Grand Slam Canyon succeeded over its rival MGM Grand Adventures, which was outdoors and struggled during the hot summer months in Las Vegas. Thank you for watching Las Vegas Animatronics of the Past. I would love to hear from you in the comments section if there are any animatronics of the past I've missed out, or any other animatronics you'd like me to cover. Keep an eye on the channel for more upcoming videos in this animatronic series.